Well, with the Independence Day holiday just around the corner, millions of Texans are getting ready to hit the road. They're heading to the airports or setting sail on vacation, and AAA is expecting another busy travel period. Joining us now is AAA Texas spokesperson Doug Shupe. Doug, thank you for being here.
Yeah, good morning, Jen. Thanks for having me.
You're always a great partner because you always have the latest information with great tips. Okay, so how many Texans are expected to travel for the 4th of July this year?
Well, AAA Texas is projecting 5.7 million people here in the Lone Star State alone will be traveling 50 miles or more away from home from this past Saturday through Sunday, July 5th. Now, that's slightly higher than what we saw last 4th of July, but it is about 10% higher than what we saw in 2019 prior to the pandemic. So it really just shows us that people are still prioritizing their budgets to be able to travel and take these vacations, during these long holiday weekends.
Yeah, so what should they expect as far as traffic? I mean, obviously it would be increased, but give us more.
Yeah, what we're looking at is about 4.7 million or 4.9 million Texans taking the roads. So that's a lot of people on the roadways. We expect that Thursday, July 2nd, will be a very busy day. That's when the crowds are really going to start to pick up. Best advice, leave early in the day. Get up, have your coffee, finish watching the morning news, and hit the road. What you want to do is avoid those afternoon rush hour times when people heading home from work are mixing on the roads, with the travelers heading in and out of town. We also know that one of the busiest stretches of highways all across the state is going to be I-45 from Houston to Galveston on July 5th.
Airport's going to be busy as well?
Airports will be busy as well. We're looking at this year 564,000 Texans flying somewhere. Best advice, if you are flying somewhere, if you're planning to drive yourself to the airport, reserve that parking spot ahead of time because those parking lots fill up fast. Download your airline's app. It'll let you know if there are any changes to your flight right away. And get to the airport early. I know we always say it, but you really should, heed that advice at least 2 hours before domestic flights, at least 3 hours before international flights. And then try to check in online at home if you can to avoid the long lines at the kiosks inside the terminal.
You got to have your things ready. Have
that
passport
have it already.
Or your ID.
Exactly.
Don't hold the line up.
Yeah.
Okay, we're also seeing folks take cruises out of Galveston and other forms of transportation, right?
Yeah, the other mode of transportation, which includes trains, buses, and cruises, that's what we're seeing the biggest growth in the type of mode of transportation. About 249,000 Texans will be taking another mode of transportation. What's really fueling that is the cruise ship industry. It's such a popular way to travel, and people like the all-inclusive feel. They like packing once and unpacking once, but seeing multiple destinations. And we're lucky here in Texas because we have one of the busiest ports right here in our backyard. Port of Galveston, serving Mexico and Caribbean cruises. So it's very fortunate where we live because we can get to those cruise ships very easily here in the Southeast Texas area.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people are hopping on one and trying them for the first time. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so with all the people traveling, AAA is also emphasizing safety. What is your biggest concern?
Yeah, of course, 4th of July is one of those holidays where people will celebrate. Some people will celebrate with alcohol. Have a plan before you start celebrating. A non-drinking designated driver, ride share, stay overnight wherever you celebrate. Make sure you inspect your vehicle to make sure that it's ready for the road trip. Check your tire tread and inflation. Make sure your fluid levels are topped off. Test your battery. Most batteries last 3 to 5 years. So if your battery is 3 years old or older, you might want to have it tested out. Of course, make sure that you've replaced your oil. You're keeping up to regular maintenance on that. Last year alone, AAA came to the roadside rescue of 687,000 stranded drivers nationwide during the 10-day 4th of July travel period. Primary reasons why people called AAA for help: dead batteries, flat tires, and people getting locked out of their vehicles. If you need some help getting your vehicle ready for that road trip, AAA offers a free service, the AAA approved auto repair program. It helps you find a quality, trusted auto repair facility. Simply go to AAA.com/repair to find a shop near you.
Man, such good information. We'll have to post that on our website.
Yeah, we just want to help people get ready. We want this to be a memorable holiday for the fireworks, the barbecues, the fun with friends and family. We don't want to be remembered for any kind of tragedy or a breakdown on our roadways.
That's right. That's right.